What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Now look, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and I have a reason for that. I literally have no idea what to do when it comes to content at this point. If you guys are new to the channel or just don't know what I do in general, if you guys don't know, I actually don't post this type of content. I post gaming and just like NBA highlights or like NBA mixtapes. I just don't do this commentary type of stuff. This is my first time really doing like a commentary video over like something to talk about, but I'm doing this because there's really not much to do, and it's NBA trade deadline, so might as well do it. So one of the big trades we have this season, and by the way, this is not just the only video I'm doing. I'm most likely gonna do multiple videos of these, but this is gonna be the first one that I'm gonna be talking about, and it's gonna be this one right over here, where Simmons goes to the Nets and James Harden goes to the 76ers. It was a very when I heard about this news, I was in school. My phone was blowing up. I heard I don't know who tweeted it first between Sham or Woj, but I just know that one of them tweeted it out. They both did, but I don't know who did it first. What we are going to talk about is about obviously this trade, James Harden to the 76ers and Ben Simmons to the Nets, because this is a very interesting trade right here. And I'm going to first talk about what 76ers got, and about the 76ers first. So the 76ers got James Harden, and I already know, I basically don't have much to say about this because I already know that they're going to be dominant. All right, James Harden and Embid, I already know they're going to do very, very well, and I just know I'm happy for Joel Embid because usually he has to rely on making 40 point plus games every single game, like 30-point games every game. Like, he literally has to have a high scoring amount of games in order for him to get his team to win. But now that he has James Harden, he gets more help, because we haven't been seeing Tobias Harris. I know against the Sun he had a good game, but now that James Harden comes into the play, Joel Embiid doesn't really have to do everything now, because obviously James Harden comes into the play. So it's very good for Joel Embiid to do this now, because he actually gets more help and he doesn't have to rely on himself to score the ball every single time in order for his team to win. And for James Harden, he is going to have to step up as well, because obviously the fans are going to be against him, or most of the fans that came from that are from Brooklyn. And he's a 76er now, and he has to get used to the environment of the 76ers, because they have different play styles. But I think that it's going to be easy for James Harden to adjust to that level to the 76ers, because he is playing with another MVP candidate. When he was in Brooklyn, he was playing with KD. That didn't work out so good because now he is injured, and Kyrie can only play away games. But now he's at the 76ers, and he's playing with another MVP candidate who might just take it home. By the way, this is one of the closest MVP candidates we have in a couple of years. But he's playing with Joel Embiid, and it should be easy for him to step up his game and get comfortable around that level. So Paul Millsap, he also got traded in here. As you guys can see, what Philadelphia got was James Harden and Paul Millsap. I think that Paul Millsap will do his job. Obviously, he's getting old. I don't think he's going to be playing great, but I think he will do his job for the team and to play his role. I don't see Paul Millsap taking Tobias Harris' spot at the power forward like at all. Tobias Harris hasn't been playing good enough to keep his starting spot, so that is definitely not going to happen. But I think he will come in at the power forward or center spot, back up, and he could do his job very well at the bench right there, coming out of the bench. But that's for the 76ers, what I have to say about that. So yeah, man, I think this is gonna work out very good for the 76ers, to be honest. They took a win with this trade, but they also did give up a lot, which I will review, and I will say if it was too much or not. But that was for the 76ers. That's what I have to say about the 76ers. James Harden, hopefully he does good, and Embid and the 76ers. I just want to see how that's gonna be. Because again, Seth Curry is not gonna be at the shooting guard, Seth Curry is not gonna be there in general no more. So James Harden is gonna take his spot for that. And yeah, we're gonna see how it goes for the 76ers after this trade. So next up we have the Brooklyn Nets. They got Ben Simmons, and this is what I have to say for the Brooklyn Nets. I'm interested to see how it's gonna work out between Ben, Kyrie, and KD, and how they're going to work together. They might, because think about it. Ben Simmons is 6'10", right? And he can't really shoot the ball like that. We all know. He can't even shoot the ball at all. Matter of fact. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put him at center. We've seen LeBron do that when AD hasn't been playing, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they do that with Ben Simmons. That would be a smart idea, because obviously he can't take the power forward spot because that's where KD is, and he would definitely not take KD's spot on that. And then point guard, they might put Kyrie back. I know he's been playing shooting guard, but they might just put Ben Simmons at the center spot or at the shooting guard spot right next to Kyrie, unless they do put Kyrie at the shooting guard spot once again and put Ben Simmons at the point guard. But I'm just interested to see what is going to happen. But at the same time, what I also have to say is that KD is not playing, right? He is injured, and then Kyrie can only play away games. He cannot play home games. And Ben Simmons is not playing either. He has not played one single game of the NBA this season. So I want to see how they are going to do that. But that is when Andre Drummond and Seth Curry, and then you have Patty Mills as well. They could step up for the Brooklyn Nets when pretty much none of them are going to play. Seth Curry, I'm very interested on how this is going to work. Seth Curry is used to being a starter and, getting a lot of minutes for his team. And I still think that he will get a lot of minutes. But at the same time, I don't think that he's going to play point guard because he is short. And he will be very good at the point guard spot. But I just don't think he's going to take Patty Mills' spot. So I think he's going to either be backup point guard or backup shooting guard. I don't know. And then Andre Drummond, we will also have to see about this. He's either going to be the new starting center or the backup center, because we know that the Nets do not have Jared Allen no more, so they have to use what they got with their big man. So they have another big man. I want to see if he's going to be starting over LaMarcus Aldridge or not, or I don't even know if LaMarcus Aldridge is starting right now. I don't really watch the Brooklyn Nets much, but yeah, I want to see who's going to get the spot between Andre Drummond and LaMarcus Aldridge, and maybe even Ben Simmons. Who knows? And then I'm going to talk about these picks that they got right here, right? The 2022 first round picks, right? So the 22 first round picks. There's a lot of good college players. So with this right here, they can do a lot with it. We really just have to find out what's going to happen next year and what they are choosing to use with these first round picks. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see for that, because there is a lot of good and young talented players that can come into the NBA and choose a spot for Brooklyn. And yeah, man, I'm waiting to see what will happen with these picks right here for the 2022. But for the 2027 the first round picks, we can't really say much about these, because if you guys don't know, by the time it's 2027, so much things are going to be different. LeBron is most likely not going to be in the NBA. Bronny is going to be in the NBA by that time. Mikey and Gabe Covers and all of these other high schoolers. By the time it's 2027, literally 8th graders are either going to be at college or at the beginning of their NBA career. So it's we can't really speak for much of these right now. But hey, we'll just have to wait for the future. So yeah, I'm waiting to see how Seth Curry and Patty Mills are going to work together, because they might put Patty Mills at the point guard spot and Seth Curry at the shooting guard spot. But yeah, that's about this trade, pretty much it. What I have to say about it. Now who do I personally think that is the winner of this trade? I think it's Brooklyn. I mean, just look at all of this versus this. I personally don't think that James Harden and Paul Millsap should be given up for all of this. Seth Curry played a very good job at the 76ers. I know he had a bad game against the Sun, playing 26 minutes and only 3 points. And Ben Simmons hasn't been doing his work with the 76ers, being lazy at practice and doing all of that. And then you have Andre Drummond, what I haven't heard a lot about. But I mean, just all of this for James Harden and Paul Millsap. I just don't think that that's too much, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that this is too much for this. You know what I mean? You have the 22 first round picks and the 2027 first round picks. That's a lot of young talent right there. And I feel like Ben Simmons can step up his game. I know a lot of people probably already gave up on Ben Simmons. Like, most people literally already gave up on Ben Simmons. But I still think that he has that type of power in him to step up his game and to step up for his team to win. So I think that Ben Simmons can work well with KD and Kyrie and the Nets. And we'll just have to see what the coaches are going to do with him, because he can do a lot of things. Same with Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. I'm most certain that he's going to be a backup center. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video and what I have to say. This trade deadline is looking very, very crazy. So yeah, this is what I have to say about this trade right here. There's going to be more videos about these. But yeah, I'll see you guys on to the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.